Hi YouTube, this is ThemThatGots bringing you another video review. This time I have with me my custom Wun-Dar Barbarian He-Man figure that I made, Masters of the Universe Classics style. I had the original Wun-Dar figure, but I had to sell him off when I needed some money a while back. And I knew I would never be able to afford to get another one, basically. So I threw this one together. The idea for this one basically came about not from necessity or needing him in my collection, but I had seen online some people that were using RIT dye, t-shirt dye, to dye plastic figures, and I just kind of wanted to give it a shot. And I thought a good opportunity to do this would be with a He-Man figure to turn him into Wun-Dar, because, you know, I had that pink Zodak armor from the weapons pack, but I didn't want to just straight up paint it because I thought that the paint might chip off and it would look awful. So I thought I would do this RIT dye thing. So I did it, and it worked fantastic. The figure looks great. It seems like the RIT dye might be kind of an amateur thing to do, but actually it works out awesome. I've been doing customs for a while now, and I haven't really seen anything that looks that great when you're making just one solid piece of plastic, you know, one solid color. You know, I use black, so other colors might not work so well. I don't really know, but the black works great. If you look here on the armor, I'll do a bit of a close-up here. That used to be bright pink. That's the armor from the weapons pack. I dyed it black, painted the rivets there. They're all silver, if you look. The little Zodak logo there is painted silver. And I even did, on the back of the figure, the Wonder Bread logo, just like the original Wun-Dar had. Everything else is just a regular He-Man figure besides that armor that I just repainted. I do have that pink gun from the weapons pack that I painted black. I've got the sword that I painted black. The blade I didn't touch. I originally put the sword into the black dye to see if I could dye the hilt black and just paint the blade silver. It didn't really work because the blade is a more solid plastic, so the dye didn't really take to it. It takes to softer plastics better. But what I did use for the black that works better than anything I've tried before is an oil-based Sharpie paint marker, which again seems like it would be an amateur move, but it works out great. It looks smooth, and that paint is on there. It doesn't rub off like most acrylics would on that hard plastic, especially when you're putting it in the hands of the figure. The belt there and the gauntlets on the wrists I just painted with black Citadel Games Workshop paints, and then the little jewels on it, again I used the Sharpie paint marker because it has kind of a more glossy finish. And then the boots here are just straight RIT dye. I didn't paint them at all, and they look great. It even dyed the little disc inside the ankle joint, so when you move the joint there's no paint rub, no anything, and everything still works fine. The figure retains all the articulation. I did paint the hair and I gave it a black wash, but he's got the head movement, he's got the shoulder movement back and forth, in and out, he's got the bicep swivel, he's got the hinge at the elbow, the wrist swivel. He also, I mean, everything is the same. He's got the waist movement, and the ab crunch works, but that Zodak armor does kind of get in the way. He's got the ball jointed hips there, the knee, he's got the boot cut articulation, and the ankle joint with the ankle pivot there. So everything looks great. He looks, you know, just as good as the real Wun-Dar. The only thing I don't have for him is the loaf of bread, which I wasn't going to try to sculpt. And since I did use just the basic He-Man buck, I decided to just paint all his weapons. I actually haven't painted the axe yet, but I plan on doing it. But here is the half sword. You see that dye doesn't take to it at all. It did leave the blade this kind of rusty red color that you can only see kind of when it's in the shadow, and I thought that looked great, so I just left it. It did that on the other power sword also. And then I went ahead and painted his shield just because. So there's the shield. That one's I spray painted that black and then hand painted the silver rivets and the inside of the little embossed sections here. So that's it for the Wun-Dar custom. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.